be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense getting set for first down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, you make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires left. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. Makes the quick grab. Across the 25, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Utah State. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. The snap sets up the throw. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Johnson looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
And these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Gets away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Catch in the middle, it's Bowman. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Getting some heat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're at their fast lost his tempo trying to get off this third down play. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
Utah State, number 1.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
At the 35, he's got room. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to get to it. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. And stampeding through the defense. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll line up to go for 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's got it for the 2.
The two-point conversion is successful and makes the score. Utah State.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Wildcats will take over. First and 10.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
After the misfire, it's second down. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Quickly complete. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Looking to throw on third. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a snag by the defense. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. They can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient.
Just steamrolling the defense. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab.
that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Offense gets set for second down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Wide out in motion. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Looking to throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, no secrets with this offense. We're going to keep running the football. Let that clock tick. Keep 2 hands on the football. And then where does my kicker like to kick it the most? You see some people like it from the right hash or the left hash. Some people like it in the middle. Run the clock. Get my kicker in the position he wants to be in. Try to kick the field goal with the least amount of time as possible.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Touchdown, Aggies! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man. They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
28.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Johnson looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Leaves it with the running back. On the move is the 30. Discards him with the stiff arm. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. As we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will kick it away first. Fair catch, called for and made. get set on first down. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe.
All kinds of running room. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Running through contact. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Wants to throw, it's Gabriel. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Stewart. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. They'll throw it on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
To the air, it's Gabriel. Feeling some heat. pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it. Came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Whittington.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Oregon 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. He's brought down solid. Pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Motion from the offense. Back to the air one more time. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, what a spin. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Flying down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. Shakes off the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Snagged on the outside, it's Johnson. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Third and goal coming up here. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the point after is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fair catch called for and made. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get louder now.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.
That makes the score Oregon 28, Georgia 21.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll try the left side. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Kept it on the ground on 3rd down. Picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch past the sticks. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's holding. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the quick pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 28, Georgia 21.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, you're like, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll put the tight end in motion. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Looking for a crease. It's James. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's back. Looking left. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. This onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense